Hi, my name is Jamel Hamka. My wife and I own and operate Recherche kennels in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Our goal for the next few moments is to introduce ourselves so you can not only read about, but see and hear what makes Recherche kennels the most unique breeder in all of the world. First of all, what I'd like to do is share our background. My wife and I met in Bible college and we were married in 2003. We grew up in completely different environments. I grew up in a breeder's home where we raised puppies, and I was one that took care of the puppies. I was one that even went door to door and handed out puppies to neighbors. I felt a strong desire to become a veterinarian, but later on when I was going to church as a teenager, I felt called to become a minister. My wife, though, grew up in a home where she wasn't allowed to have any animals whatsoever. And so when we got married in 2003, we both made a covenant that we would have dogs. I graduated from Bible college in 2004. We joined the ministry full-time, and it was there that, to help supplement our very low income in the ministry, we decided to breed dogs. And that's where, in 2004, we began breeding dogs and Recherche kennels began. What initially made our kennel unique was two main things. Number one, the quality of our dogs, and number two, the quality of our program. We learned early on that the best breeders in the world were in Europe. The dogs in Europe were healthier, they lived longer, they were more intelligent, and so we decided to import dogs from Europe from the best breeders we could possibly find. We found breeders that not only health tested their parents, but where their dogs came from generations of health clearances, where they showed their dogs, where they raised their dogs in healthy environments, where they truly cared for their individual breed, and we imported dogs from those breeders. Not all European breeders are the same. The second thing that made us very unique and why people chose to buy dogs from us initially was the quality of our program. We shot professional pictures so that you could see the puppy as close as possible and feel like you were in the room with the puppy. We shot professional videos. Our website was not only professionally looking, but more importantly, it contained valuable information so you can make the right decision about what puppy to purchase and when, and you knew that it was actually up to date. And so that's what made us unique, and that's why people chose to buy their dogs from us when we first started breeding dogs in 2004. In 2009, we started offering to train our puppies. At first, it was optional. We would train the puppies between my wife and we were the only staff members on our kennel. We were hobby breeders. Soon though, about 95% of our puppies were enrolled in our optional puppy training institute. It wasn't long before we got overwhelmed. There was no possible way that we could train every puppy and care for our puppies the way we wanted to. So we had a decision to make. We could either stop training puppies, only train a few puppies, or do what we ended up deciding to do, and that was hire staff. And that was a big step. That's what took us from being just a regular hobby breeder into a professional first-class kennel operation. We found professional, certified dog trainers that had years of experience, dog trainers that were much better than my wife and I at training dogs, and we hired them. We learned in order to keep a staff that you had to have benefits, you had to have insurance, and all the other wonderful things you have to have in order to be a solid business. And so we started hiring staff, and we learned that they could train the puppies and care for the puppies much better than my wife and I could. In fact, our average puppy that goes home at 12 weeks of age has 250 all-inclusive hours of training, all the way up to doggy doctorate, which is training till 6 months of age, which is 600 hours of training. The truth is, our puppies get more attention now than they ever did when it was just my wife or I. As of 2004, we have trained over 700 puppies through our extensive puppy training institute. We would love for you to come and visit us, but because of the uniqueness of our program, most of our clients cannot visit before they make a decision to reserve one of our puppies. So what I'd like to do is show you and describe to you a little bit about our facilities. We have invested an immense amount of money and time ensuring that our facilities are the best facilities possible for our puppies. We have 28 individual kennel rooms for our puppies. These are individual rooms. They are not kennels. They are individual rooms with their own air conditioning vent, their own epoxy flooring. They have tile on the walls, In each room we have a Kuranda cot for the puppies to lay on and sleep on. We also have hard Kong toys for them to play in. They have an individual space where we fill in with pine shavings, and we train them at a young age to use the restroom on the pine shavings and to play on the epoxy flooring. There's a shelf in the room where we have cages and kennels in there, and so when we crate train them at night, they go and sleep in their individual kennels. When they're not being trained, they're in their rooms. And in those rooms, they are cleaned every day, and every bit of that pine shavings is taken up. The entire room is sanitized every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When our pups are obedience trained, they are taken out one at a time by one of our professional certified dog trainers. We have 45 beautiful acres here at Recherche Kennels, so we have lots of places for them to train when the weather's nice. But if the weather's not nice, we have a very large loft where we are able to train our puppies to get out of the cold or out of the rain or out of the hot weather. We also, on our property, have a 4-acre lake, so when the weather's nice, we can take them out swimming and allow them to experience what it's like to live and experience nature. Our trainers are also entrusted with our puppies to take them out on field trips. And so we go and take our puppies in our vehicle and we drive to several places in our area. We'll take them downtown Statesville, or we'll take them to Lowe's or Home Depot or PetSmart or some of the other stores that allow us to walk around our puppies, so our puppies are socialized extensively. The field trips are essential to our socialization program. We don't just want our puppies obedience trained and potty trained. We want them to be well adjusted to be able to handle any environment, whether you live in New York City or the country like us. We want the puppies to be desensitized and socialized so they can adjust in any environment. When our pups are being house trained, we take them to our guest house. It's a regular house. It has a kitchen, it has a living room, it has a television, it has couches, and everything that a normal house would have. And in that home we take a group of puppies, typically 4 to 6 puppies, sometimes less if they're older, and we work on house training. We work, obviously, the number one thing we work on is potty training. We're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal to go outside. But we do much more than just potty training. We're crate training them. That's training them to go into a crate, to sleep all night in a crate, to not scream while they're in a crate. We also train them to go up and down stairs. We train them not to jump up on us, which puppies are notorious for doing. We also work on chew training. We have temptations on the ground. So we have toys, but we also have things that they shouldn't be chewing, like shoes or a newspaper or something like that. And we train them that if they grab what they shouldn't be chewing, we give them a hand correction. We have a 4,000 square foot AstroTurf area, Sin Lawn AstroTurf, where we train the puppies to go to the restroom on instead of going to the restroom on inside. That keeps the puppies clean and it keeps them healthy. It takes probably 2/3 of our time training them just to be house trained. We are currently in the middle of a building project. We're building a 20,000 square foot facility where we are going to have the best facilities of any breeder in the world today. We have spared no expense, and we are looking forward to be able to move into our new facility in the fall of 2018. We are so excited. It's located just minutes from where we're at right now, and it will be the best kennel facility in the world, and something that we're going to be so proud to show you once it's completed. Recherche is a French word that means rare, exotic, sought out choice. And that's always been the goal for us as breeders and now trainers. Our goal is to be the most sought out breeder and trainer in the world. We know that it takes an enormous amount of trust for you to entrust us to provide you a family member. We want to earn your trust. We hope this video allows you to see and learn about us, and so that you can put your trust that we can provide you with the next family member for your life. If you're interested in learning more, please go to our website at www.trainedcalves.com. If you go to that website, if you go to our available pups page, it is up to date. Those pups that are listed available are actually available. If you want to learn more, just email me at info@trainedcalves.com. That email address is at the bottom of every webpage. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you. and God bless.